Angel Reese backs under fire Alyssa Thomas with interesting anecdote. In the ever-evolving landscape of the WNBA, tensions often run high as athletes face public scrutiny, challenging dynamics within teams, and pressure from both fans and the media. Recently, Alyssa Thomas, one of the league's standout players, found herself at the center of a whirlwind of criticism. However, in an unexpected and powerful display of unity, Chicago Sky's rising star Angel Reese has stepped forward in defense of Thomas, sharing a deeply personal and revealing anecdote that not only backs the embattled veteran, but also sheds light on the values that continue to define women's basketball. Alyssa Thomas under fire. The controversy surrounding Alyssa Thomas stems from a heated in-game altercation during a matchup that drew national attention. Known for her relentless playing style and fiery competitiveness, Thomas clashed with another player on court, leading to a moment that some interpreted as excessive aggression. Fans took to social media, with a torrent of criticism calling out her behavior, some labeling it unsportsmanlike and others suggesting that her emotional outburst was detrimental to team chemistry. While Thomas has long been praised for her leadership, versatility, and resilience, especially given that she plays without functioning labrums in her shoulders, this incident led to questions about whether her intensity had crossed a line. Analysts dissected the game footage repeatedly, and debates swirled across sports talk shows and social media platforms. It was at this moment, when public opinion teetered precariously, that Angel Reese entered the conversation with unexpected clarity and grace. Angel Reese, the voice of empathy. Angel Reese, the self-assured and unapologetic rookie sensation, who has herself faced more than her fair share of backlash in her young career, took to the microphone to not only defend Thomas, but to contextualize her actions in a way only someone who has walked a similar path could. Rather than issuing a generic statement of support, Reese chose to share a powerful and emotional anecdote about an early encounter with Alyssa Thomas, one that revealed the veteran's true character and gave fans a glimpse into the unseen mentorship and solidarity within the league. According to Reese, during her collegiate years when she was dealing with injury setbacks and navigating the pressures of being a high-profile athlete, she once found herself on the verge of burnout. "There was a time I wasn't sure I even wanted to keep playing," Reese shared, describing the overwhelming stress of expectations and the fear of not living up to her potential. "I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders." What made the moment unforgettable for Reese was a phone call from someone she hadn't expected, Alyssa Thomas. A private moment that changed everything. Reese described the conversation as brief, but powerful. "She told me, 'You're more than what they write about you. Play for yourself. Let them talk. But you keep working.'" Reese recounted how Thomas shared her own struggles, playing through pain, being misunderstood, and the years she spent proving herself again and again. "It hit me hard," Reese continued. "Here's this woman who's literally redefining what it means to be tough, mentally and physically, and she's taking time to talk to a college kid who is just trying to figure it all out." The anecdote offered a stark contrast to the way Thomas was being portrayed in the media. While headlines were labeling her as overly aggressive or unhinged, Reese's story painted her as empathetic, grounded, and fiercely protective, not just of her teammates, but of the next generation of players. WNBA brotherhood, or rather sisterhood. This support isn't just about defending a friend or mentor. Reese's comments echo a larger theme running through the WNBA, the culture of sisterhood and mutual support among its athletes. Unlike other professional leagues, where rivalries often overshadow relationships, the WNBA has long stood as a testament to collaboration, mentorship, and resilience. Thomas has mentored many young athletes, even those outside her own team, and Reese is far from the only one who has come forward to highlight her impact. Yet, in a moment of high public pressure, Reese's words have resonated most because of the raw honesty and timing. In a league that is constantly fighting for more visibility, respect, and fair treatment, on top of delivering high-level athletic performances, Reese's gesture sends a strong message. Criticism should never come without understanding the full picture. Double standards in the spotlight. Reese also used the moment to call out the double standards often applied to female athletes. If a man shows emotion on the court, it's called passion. If we do it, suddenly it's drama. It's a problem, she said pointedly during a post-game press conference. Her statement stirred discussion beyond the WNBA, touching on broader issues of gender bias in sports. Thomas's fiery on-court demeanor is the same trait celebrated in male athletes. Think Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality or Draymond Green's intensity, but in the women's game, it becomes a subject of scrutiny. Reese's defense of Thomas is about more than just one player or one incident. It's about the narrative surrounding women in sports and how quickly the tide of public opinion can turn, often based on misinterpretation or unconscious bias. A League of Fighters. Alyssa Thomas has built a career on fighting through injury, through adversity, and now through criticism. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is just beginning to write her story in the WNBA, yet already she has shown a fearlessness and sense of loyalty that defines the sport at its best. Their intersection in this moment is symbolic, one a seasoned veteran defending her legacy through action, and the other a newcomer who isn't afraid to speak truth in the face of controversy. Both women represent the grit and emotional intelligence that continue to define the WNBA. They are not simply athletes. They are leaders, role models, and, as Reese demonstrated, allies in a league that demands more than just scoring points. Moving forward, as the dust begins to settle around the criticism Thomas faced, public sentiment has started to shift, thanks in large part to Reese's words. Her anecdote opened a window into the behind-the-scenes humanity of the league, showing fans and critics alike that moments of frustration on court are just a fragment of the full picture. More importantly, it highlighted that behind every player is a story, often unseen, always complex. The WNBA is not just about basketball. It's about stories like Reese's. It's about the mentors who don't make headlines. It's about the relationships that shape careers. And it's about knowing when to speak up, not for attention, but for what's right. Conclusion. Angel Reese's defense of Alyssa Thomas goes beyond a single incident. It's a statement about leadership, unity, and the importance of standing with those who have paved the way. Her story revealed a side of Thomas that few outside the league ever get to see, one that underscores just how much impact a quiet act of kindness can have in someone's journey. As fans and critics continue to engage with the spectacle of professional sports, perhaps the lesson here is to look deeper, to understand the human behind the jersey, the story behind the stare down, and the legacy behind every moment of controversy.